Well, good evening to all Newcastle fans. Just more or less thought I'd check in just to set up the weekend. What we have is obviously West Ham coming back to Newcastle with Kevin Nolan and Sam Allardyce. Unfortunately, Andy Carroll isn't coming. Thank God, eh? But with Kevin Nolan back, you know, you're still worried that he could stick the knife into us again. Especially where the last time he was up here we lost 1-0 in a truly awful day again at St James's Park. But let's try and be positive, I suppose. First of all, we'll start with Alan Pardew's press conference today, which I listened to, and obviously listened to the remarks on Twitter from the press. I don't know what you guys think of it, but it's truly awful what he's saying. We're going to wait till the final week of the season, which makes no sense, and he's then saying, oh, we're going to be, likelihood is that we might lose a player, might lose a couple of players from the team. We already know Kabai's going to go, we just don't know when he's going to go. So it's illogical what he's talking about, to use a Star Trek analysis, is that we're going to buy players which are going to cost more money in the final week of the season, create a market where it's going to be unstable anyway, because a lot of the big players could leave big clubs, and maybe they think, well, that might make a movement of players available to Newcastle. We've already lost one today, Scott Sinclair. Could lose Moores as well, who we're linked to. But the press conference, you know, he just, from a fan's perspective, I think we started to like him. We got to 5th. Everything seemed to be coming up roses. We go into the season without any investment, which, you know, every team in the Premiership needs players to reinvigorate the team, and obviously we didn't do that, but we still liked him. But all of a sudden everything started to go crazy. Had an awful season, in my opinion. You know, at the end of the day, he is the mouthpiece of the club. So you know, whatever Mike Ashley at JFK have got in store for Alan Pardew, they're still gonna, you know, whatever he says, we have to take it on the chin. But you would just hope that the press would eventually, you know, push back and say, well, you know, the fans aren't happy with what you're saying. You know, why is the reason behind why you're waiting? Why wait until the end of the season? So he's setting himself up, and maybe he's doing it on purpose. We don't know. But West Ham, with 52,000 fans there, there's going to be either one or two things going to happen. We start awful. He'll probably actually end up having to play Cabaye unless we sell him on Friday night. You never know with Newcastle. But I think they'll have to play him, and my hunch kind of says, my head says it's going to be a 2-0 victory to West Ham. My heart obviously bleeds for like a 2-0, 3-0 victory just to get us up and running. Let's just hope it's that scenario where we get surprised by everything, and we win the game. But the only good thing is that they're not going to have Andrew Carroll, my fellow Gated Angel. So let's just hope, pray even, that Newcastle make a massive breakthrough in the transfer market. We get three or more players. We don't end up in a situation where we get the money for Cabaye and we don't reinvest it. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we'll get a couple of players in, but let's just cling to some hope that we win on Saturday. But I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory for West Ham, but my heart says 2-3-0, so I can go out, so we can all go out and have a couple of beers or a coffee, whatever you're into. But let's keep the faith, and let's hear the massive roar on Saturday and guide the team to a tremendous victory. And I'll see you next time.